morning everyone, Mark back from Stone Speed Shop. Just wanted to update you on a few of the projects we talked about a few days ago. This is our little C1500 that we were working on. This one was getting an intermediate shaft done the other day. She's all done, ready to go. We cleaned up a bit of an exhaust leak on it as well. Sounds amazing, it's ready to go. Should be delivering this back to the customer today. So just here with Corbin. We've had a Jeep JL, it looks like, come in today. Had some bent front end parts. So Corbin is one of the fabricators here that you met last time in the other video. Corbin, what you got going on here today?
Well, the customer hit something on their sway bar link here and it bent the bracket in. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat this tab up, straighten it out, and throw another bracket on the other side just to stiffen it up for them so it doesn't bend again.
Ah, perfect. But we'll have this customer on the trail again here very soon. Let's move on, see what else we got in the shop. Back here with our little Toyota project. It's coming along great. All the paintwork and corrections have been done. We're just working on that stereo now. Lyle has made a bunch of mounts up. They're all been custom fit to the back. Getting ready to install a small amp, some speakers, and a deck. This will, improve the sound quality quite a bit. These trucks do not come with much of the stereo, so we're gonna keep it neat and tidy, something that doesn't go too far away from the stock look of the truck. So here's a few of the custom-made aluminum speaker mounts that Lyle has built. They're just getting a coating on them right now. As well, he's got all of the amp and speakers ready to go. So this should make a big difference for this customer in terms of sound quality. Just having a look at this magazine, there's this gorgeous little 1951 Ford Custom Deluxe. Wait a minute, here it is. Pretty excited to have this in the shop. This car was built by Stone Speed Shop. Back today for a little bit of work. It sounds like the fuel pump's getting noisy and a small power steering leak, I understand. I'm gonna put an in-fuel pump in this car, get that little leak stopped for him. So we're over here with Dave. Dave's been a technician, been with us for a very long time. How many years, Dave?
Since the beginning, basically over, coming up on 5 years.
So Dave's probably our veteran in the shop here, actually. Works on all kinds of great cars. So what he's working on today is our Riv project. This one's been in a bunch of our social media. It was a build that we did that was a surprise build. We had to keep it secret for quite some time. Been released to the customer. It's back today because we never did finish the air conditioning system in it. It left with that not completed originally. So with spring in the air, hopefully soon, it's back and we're just getting the AC ready to go. So Dave's got her all hooked up here. And Dave, what did you discover with some of your diagnostics?
We had a couple things going on. The AC evaporator, leaking like a sieve. Green dye, the oil coming right out to the bottom. And then part two is whoever did the wiring previously, screwed up and stuff, got that all figured out, buttoned up. AC is all working out. Now we got to do the final assembly.
Perfect. So happy to get this car back, get this customer's AC working. Should be going back to him pretty quick, and we're looking forward to him enjoying the summer with a nice, cool, very cool Riviera. One more thing?
Yeah, I just got a notification a few minutes ago. He also wants his heater working.
Okay.
Now we're on to the heater down.
So we're going to be working on some heater stuff too. John is the one in charge of looking after that gorgeous 51 Ford we looked at earlier. The car is exceptionally underneath. It looks as good underneath as it does up top. I'm going to do a little review of John, what he did. Needless to say, it's all fixed up. Fuel pump issue gone. Did you get that power steering looked after, John?
Not yet, we're still off.
Okay, so we still got a power steering strip to look after. Go underneath the car, have a look. Here we are at the back of the car. John had to drop this fuel tank here.
So we removed the inline fuel pump. The customer was complaining it was a bit loud, so we decided to put an in-tank one in. Obviously we have to drain the tank, pull the tank out. We did some modifications to the tank. We had to enlarge a hole 4.5 inches to accept the new pump. Put that in, new sending unit, reworked the fuel line, redid some of the wiring, then reinstalled the fuel tank.
All quiet now?
All nice and quiet, runs good.
Nice. That did correct the customer's concern of a stalling issue. Also, it corrected the sound of the noisy fuel pump. All of that's kind of one problem generally. But beautiful job, as you can see underneath this car. Nothing but the best is going to do, and that's what this customer got. So we're here with Clint. We're following up with the Ranger project. This one's been with us a while. It's getting ready to go home, so we're pretty much ready to send it to detail. Clint was the man in charge of this project. He pretty much built this truck frame up, basically. Clint, are you gonna miss it?
No.
You and this truck have been together for a while. Done, ready to get it back to the customer?
Yeah, he needs it.
Yeah, he does need it. Some of Clint's great workmanship We've done an air tank in here so the customer has the ability to pump up tires, whatever that he wants. There's also an airbag system, dual compressors on this truck. Very rare to see a diesel in one of these trucks, so unique build that way. Clint did some custom brackets to mount the AC system, a lot of stuff going on in here. The last few things and it's going home. So we're gonna miss the Ranger project. It's been here for a while. We're really excited to get this back. What's that? How long?
4 months.
I would say 4 months, yeah. So customer's here yesterday. He's smiling, from ear to ear. So yeah, it's time he gets it back. But we'll get Clint on a new project. Good job, Clint. Looks amazing. Back here with the Riviera project. It's all shined up and ready to go home. We've got the AC working great, lots of heat. We changed out the thermostat for the customer. So there's been a lot of good work done here and it's all ready to go. Let's do a quick walk around on this Riviera and just show you how beautiful this car actually is. It's shined up. The girls at the detail department put their hands on it and man, it looks amazing. This customer's gonna be so jacked when he gets his car back. So let's take a peek, see what you think. Hoping to see this car at a few at the Stone Speed Shop car shows this year, so keep an eye out for it. Take a good look at this when you see it out in the real world. I think you'll be nothing but impressed. All right, so over at the Hot Rod Shop, we've had a cool car dropped off here. This is a 1966 Chevy Impala convertible. What makes this car super unique, other than the fact it's a 66 Impala, is the fact that it is actually a right-hand drive. You're not going to probably see too many more of these cars out there, but have a look at that. So we're going to do a little walk around on this car, give you a little bit of a rundown on what's going on, and yeah, cool car. I'm pretty excited to have it in our shop. So here we go. Obviously we are in stripped painted condition. My understanding is these cars were built for Australia. 10 of them were made. I don't know that 100% for sure, but that was the story I was given. 10 were made. This one never made it over there. It was in a private collection. It's in for a complete restoration. And what a unique car to have. Find me another 66 Impala right-hand drive, I dare you. Anyway, beautiful car. This one is going to be a showstopper. We'll definitely keep you posted on this build, watch it progress. We're gonna do a complete restoration on it, so this should be a pretty sweet ride when it's all done. And yeah, we'll be seeing this again very soon. So quick rundown on the 1940 that Bernard's been working on. Fender's on, she's looking really good. Wheels are under it again. This one's gonna be going home soon, I think. We still got an interior to do, but it's coming along nicely. All the doors are on it, fenders are on it. He's been working real hard. We've got a pretty happy customer here we're dealing with, so we are so excited to get this car over to him. He's been waiting for a while to get this car done. It's been in his collection, and yeah, we're pretty excited to have it here. We're gonna make this happen for this customer very soon. Anyway, our 1940, beautiful car. A quick update on our 240 project. Unfortunately, we have uncovered some pretty rusty, poor repair jobs previously done on this car that we're gonna have to correct for this customer. So let's have a look over that. But unfortunately, a lot of things can be hidden under big, thick chunks of Bondo, and we've seen fiberglass and all kinds of stuff like that. So this is a good example of that, unfortunately. This car is all the way worth repairing, though. These are not that easy to find these days. This one was brought over from Japan, so yeah, it's a pretty rare car, worth fixing, but oh boy, there's some pretty iffy workmanship been done here. We are capable of fixing this all. We'll make it just like new, but unfortunate that this was sold to the customer as advertised to be in a little bit better shape than it really is. Let's take a little look around and we'll see what we find sometimes. So on the door, you can see there's been some pretty thick chunks of Bondo removed. This is hiding a pretty substantial dent underneath there. Instead of correcting the dent, they did just go over it with Bondo. As well, a lot of hidden damage here, masked and hidden. You can still see quite a bit of the Bondo filling the large gaping holes. They basically went over it and just hit all that with Bondo. If we come around to the back here, we've dug most of the Bondo and stuff out of these rear tail light assemblies, but yeah, needless to say, quite a bit of hidden ugliness there. And then if we come around to this side, you'll see where some pretty shoddy patches have been installed. Yeah, so that's the deal. Not great, but we'll make it right. We're gonna get this right. You won't know any of this even was on this car when we're done. So yeah, a bummer when we got to be the ones to show this kind of stuff to a customer who's excited about his car, but we'll get it right. So just over at our detail department, and yeah, look at this fun little rig they got over here. So yeah, needless to say, at Stone's detail department, we don't just do hot rods and regular trucks and cars and those sorts of things. We do a lot of boats and ATVs and off-road vehicles as well. So if you're looking to get a cool gift card or a surprise for your spouse or a family member, this is a good one. They'll love this. Anyway, cool ride. That looks like fun. So we are going to close out today's video. I want to thank everybody for joining us on this journey. We'll do this again very soon. We sure do appreciate you coming along for these tours. We've got a lot of cool stuff in the go here. It's going to be neat for us to show you kind of some of these projects from front to back, and we're looking forward to it. So again, reach out if you have any questions, something you want to see, something you want to know, drop it in the comments. We'll do our best to answer any questions you might have. Wonderful day here in Chilliwack. It's a beautiful sunny February. We're looking forward to hopefully a couple days of sun and then maybe a little snow. We'll see. Anyway, take care everyone. Thanks for coming along.